Hey guys, this is Naresh. So in today's video, we will see how to integrate Jenkins with Nexus. So I have already uploaded two of the videos in which I have told about how to work with Jenkins and how to work with Nexus. And just to give a brief idea, Jenkins is a tool which is used to perform CI/CD, and in this we can also run our test cases through which we have developed for the automation. And Nexus is an Artifactory repository management in which we deploy our jar files so that these jar files can be used by other projects. Okay, so let's begin with how to integrate both these two, and let's see how can we work on that. All right, so let me show you the code for my project. So this is the IntelliJ which I have opened, and in this I have created one sample framework. And in this sample framework there are not much file. I'm not going to detail. There's just one or two file in that, and there is a file called pom.xml, and this is the file which you always get when you create a Maven project automatically. Okay, and in this file, if you see, my project has a group ID, artifact ID, and version, so that is correct. And in the pom.xml you will also get certain dependency like this. Okay, but is in my previous video which I have told you that in order to deploy anything onto the Nexus we have to perform more steps. So anyways, in those videos I have told you everything in detail, but still I will give you a heads up of what I'm doing so that it will get refreshed in your mind. But if you want to see in detail, you can always refer those two videos which I've uploaded earlier. Okay, so for just type download. Okay, so just open the first link, and here you can download this generic java package.war file which I have already downloaded. So if I go to my software folder, so this was the war file. Yeah, so I have unzipped it. So this is the Jenkins folder, and this is the Jenkins war file which I have received. So I will again open this, and I will go to command prompt, and now I will just type jar/jar and then Jenkins.war. Okay, so it will go ahead and it will turn on the Jenkins on the port 8080. So this time also, like, I have already installed the Jenkins, so it will not give you the initial screens, but it will directly give you login ID and password. But normally it gives some other screens also. It will give you some temporary password, then you need to update your ID and password into that, and that after that you have to install some plugins that is explained by me earlier. So I'm not going in detail, I'm just showing you that what are the all the steps which are required to integrate both the tools. Okay, so let's go. Let's see if it's open. So it's localhost, and then it would be 8080. Okay, so still I think, okay, this was, so other one is for the Sonar, for Nexus, and this is for the Jenkins. Okay, it says Jenkins fully up and running. Okay, let's go to that. So it has been opened, so let me type the ID and password. Okay, yeah, so in this, when you log in for the first time, you have to go to manage Jenkins, and then you have to configure a few things. For example, in configuration system, in global tool configuration, in plugins you have to install certain plugins. Please look into other video for the Jenkins specific to that. And if I go to configure system, so it will show me all the configurations which were required to do for Jenkins. So not much configuration which are required to do, so it's just give the local host 8080 automatically, so we don't have to worry anything into that. Let me go back, and the main thing is global tool configuration. In this you can just give three main configuration. First of all, it's give you the JDK installation. If you click on that button, you have to give the path where the JDK is installed on your local machine. So it would be Java home as a name and then path of your JDK under JDK installation. That's it. And then for the Git, make sure that it is default in the name, and the path to Git executable would be git.exe. And for Maven, it should be Maven home and then path of the Maven which you have downloaded onto your computer. Okay, because you should have Maven also downloaded onto your computer if you're working on Jenkins. Okay, so let me go back. Now in Jenkins, we just have to create one job through which we can deploy our framework into the Nexus repository. So for that, what you can do, you can just click on new item and then Maven project. So okay, let me give one name here, sample Maven project, then okay. Okay, so I will give description here as sample and no changes needed here. And then you can click on your Git, because the code which I have already uploaded into my Git repository. Okay, so let me go to GitHub. Okay, so this it is, yeah. Okay, it should be with the name of framework. So I have too many. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so it's page object framework only. Okay, so if you see that in the Eclipse, I already have this project, but I have uploaded this project onto the GitHub. Okay, so you have to make sure when you're working on Nexus, in the pom.xml, you have to make few settings. What settings you are required to do? First of all, you have to make sure that you have a group ID, artifact ID, and version. So what you can do, instead you can put a version number like 1.0, 2.0, or you can put a version like 1.0 hash snapshot. So if you want to deploy to snapshot directory into Nexus, then put hash snapshot in the end. Otherwise, you can just put here a version number. Okay, and then the main thing is distributed management. So you have to put a tag like distributed management, then snapshot repository, then you have to give a ID. So I have given the ID Maven snapshot. Why I have given this ID? Because in Nexus here, okay, so this is the Maven snapshot. Okay, and we have to give a URL also. So if you click on copy, it will give a URL also here. Okay, so you have to mainly give this ID and URL, layout equal to default. So this is for the snapshot. Now the same thing is required for the release. So I have given simple repository here, and then ID Maven releases, and then URL, and then layout is default. So I am not going in detail into that as it has already been covered earlier. So this is the main thing which you need in the distributed management. Okay, that's it, nothing else. And one more important thing, that you should have a settings.xml file. So if I go to my user profile, see user and .m2 folder, so there is a settings.xml file. So if I edit that, so this is my settings.xml file, and if you see that here, I have given the ID and password for my Nexus. So I have given here server tag ID as Maven releases, then username and password. The same way I have given the ID for Maven snapshot and then username and password. Okay, and here I have given a mirror into my settings.xml file. Okay, and if you want all these code, I have already uploaded into my Git repository. So if I show you in my Git repository, wait, yeah, so in this Nexus, so I have put everything. So this is the settings.xml file which I am talking about, and this is the framework pom.xml file, and this is the XML file which is used to download the dependency from the Nexus. Okay, so here if you see that there's a dependency which I would have given for my framework. Okay, see this one. So this is a dependency which I have given for my framework. Okay, so this will automatically download the dependency from the Nexus itself. Okay, so all this code is in GitHub, so you can look into that. All right, so we were on the Jenkins. So here, as I was saying, that it is a Git repository. So what I have done, I have uploaded this code. So the code which is here, I have uploaded this code onto my Git repository. So if you see into my Git repository, so let me go to that again. Okay, so in the pom.xml, I have already uploaded that. See, you can see the distributed management is there, right? And I have given the name as 3.0 snapshot. And if I show you Nexus, so in Nexus, into the snapshot, so there is 3.0, but here you can see there are two main jars there, 3.0 hash -1 and then hash -2. Okay, so now we will deploy one more. So go to Jenkins again. So here I have to give my repository URL. So I will just go here and go to my repository, click on clone or download, and Control C, Control V, right? And I need to add my ID and password. So I need to just go to add Jenkins, and you can give your ID and password here. Okay. But what I will do, I will just select from here. Okay, so maybe I'm getting some error here. Let me see. Okay, so let me see. 1 second. Okay. Okay, we will see. Right now I'm just clicking on save, and then we will see that. So this is my Git repository, and so nothing else is required here. Just this is my root pom, that is pom.xml, which is mentioned here as a build step, and here I will give a goal. So my goal will be, it would be clean toy deploy. Okay, so after that I click on save here. Okay, so let me go to the dashboard. Okay, so this is something which I've already tried earlier, and this is something which I've created just now. So let me see that if I have make any other configuration there. Let me go to configuration. So this is a configuration, and here also I have given the same thing, and here the password. If you see that the URL is different here, start from HTTPS. So I think we have made some mistake there. Okay, that's it, and nothing else is there. So let me go back and let me correct that out. Okay, so if I go to sample and configure, and here let me again go to my GitHub. So here, see, it is not correct. Okay, so go to GitHub again, go to this, clone or download. So okay, so I have selected SSH, but it should be HTTPS. So I go to click on HTTPS, and now I can copy it, and now it should be fine, I think. Okay, so it should work now. Let me see. See, the error has gone now when I have clicked on save. Okay, so back to dashboard. Okay, now I will just go ahead and click on build now. So here's sample, the first job, and I will click on this so that I can see the logs. Okay, so it is building. If you want to see the console output, just click on that and it will give you the console output also. Okay, so let's see. So it is building. Okay, so it has downloaded the code from the Git repository and now it is parsing the POM. Okay, so you remember what was the POM which we have there? So it says the framework, it is creating a dependency graph, and it is working on the plugins of the Maven. Okay, so let's wait. So the meantime, so guys, this is the way through which we are uploading our jar files to the Jenkins, because when you are doing a CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment, so this is the way you have to do into the Nexus. But as in my previous video, I have also told you how to do it directly from the Eclipse or from the IntelliJ. Okay, so this is the second way how you can do it. Okay, so one by one, all the lifestyle we are going through of the Maven, and it's running its all the plugin. So now it's installing. Okay, see, it has created this framework 3.0 snapshot jar, and it is downloading from Maven snapshots, and then it is uploading to Maven snapshot. Can you see that? It's uploading it, right? And it's say uploaded to Maven snapshot, right? It's trying to upload, and I think it would be done in a few seconds. Okay, if in the meantime we can even go to Nexus and see if it has been done already or not. So let me just refresh it. Okay, so it's still refreshing. Let's see. So I think Jenkins is not yet over. It's still doing something. Okay, 3.0. Okay, see guys, now we have another jar file which is under this folder. #3 is a jar file, right? So we have successfully uploaded 3.0 snapshot, and there's a new version for that now, which you can use it into your other projects now to download it. So if for other projects, as I said, you can just go to any of your project, file, open project, and here I will go to my demo project. Okay, let's go to that, this window. Okay, so this is the pom.xml, and now you have to just give see, like this is for the project itself, but we don't have to worry about that. We just need to give the dependency where we want to run it and where we want to install it. So just I will give 3.0 snapshot. Okay, now I am installing it. Okay, so let's see, it says resolving dependency of my project, and soon, so its name is com.pageproject.code. okay, so you will see that here it has already downloaded it. Okay, it should be com.project.code. maybe we can just go to the M2 folder, and that would be better. We can just see that, see users, and then .m2 folder, and then repositories, and then com, and what was the name? It was com.pageObject. Page object, core, framework, 3.0 snapshot. You can see that now the snapshot has been downloaded for us, right? So this is the way you can download it from the Nexus directory. So the main idea of this video was to tell you how to integrate Jenkins and Nexus together. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.